12-1, Carl Conyers. Week 5 going into week 6. Give me a list.
So now after this week, this is what I got.
Okay.
I've got Daniel Jones at 12. I think he's still playing pretty decent, uh, and hasn't done anything for me to move him out completely. Then I have Drake May at 11. I think May is balling and I think they're gonna take notice now because of the game that they just won. Um, but yeah, he's been playing really well and using the limited weapons that he has and also been running and showing he's mobile. So yeah, I like him. Then I have Goff at 10. Then I have Herbert.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I
Hey, no, just keep going. Keep going. This is
Goff is
crazy, bro.
like if I were to throw a lot of these other quarterbacks into that situation, they would also be playing really well. So to me, he hasn't done anything that's going to elevate him above these other people. That's really all it is. Uh,
Hmm.
so then I have Goff there. Then I have what are we? That was 9. 8, I have Herbert. Then 7, I have Dak. Then 6, I have Jordan Love. Even though they were on the bye last week, he's been playing pretty well. Then I have Jaden. Then I got now we in like our top four. So 4, I have Stafford, been balling all year. They sh I, it's so crazy. We talk about this. I feel like we definitely talked about this on the show. I know people talk about it in general. It's like, receivers most of the time when they hit 30, it's like they just kind of fall off a cliff or they're just not nearly as productive anymore. Devontae
Yeah.
Adams, you could see last year he still had a lot left in the tank. And it felt like there was a lot of teams that should have been trying to get him that weren't. And the Rams were just one of the few teams that were like, yeah, why would we not sign Devontae Adams and have him now opposite Puka Nacua? So you have basically the T. Higgins, Jamar Chase effect. But honestly, I like them both. I feel like if I were ranking it, I would have Jamar Chase, Puka, Devontae, and then T. Higgins. So I feel like they have the 2 and 3 versus the 1 and 4, um, which just makes it like, it's hard for defenses to really game plan for both of them. And Matt Stafford is one thing he gonna do is he gonna feed a star wide receiver.
And
Uh,
that's what makes me so mad about the whole Eagles situation with Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and Devontae Smith because it's like, nigga, y'all got all the weapons you need to be a prolific offense. So that speaks to Jalen Hurts to an extent, but more so also speaks to the offensive coordinator. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, keep going. I'm sorry.
I don't know though. I mean, if we just on a tangent for that real quick, I think that they would be so much better off trading away AJ Brown and just having Devontae Smith and some other pieces and still having Saquon because they don't need
Kind of like that Josh Allen effect when Diggs left.
almost, but I don't in a different way though, because Josh Allen still made that offense really, really good. I don't think
Mhm.
they need a prolific offense because as you saw, the first 4 games that they won, they did not have a prolific offense. They weren't going crazy. Saquon wasn't going, none of their offensive players were going crazy. They were just winning the games. And this last game, they wanted to air it out, and that's the first game that they lost. So I think especially even you look at the recipe for their success leading up to the Super Bowl, it was very similar. Um, and of course, it's more to that because just the presence of AJ Brown does open things up and other things like that. But uh, yeah, I think it's a little bit different when it comes to the Eagles.
Mhm.
But yes, and that's why I have Stafford. Then 3, I got Josh Allen, still playing clearly like a top 3 quarterback. Um, I also noticed that Lamar's not on my list because he's been out the past couple weeks, and I think he's going to be out again this week. So and that's the only reason he's not included. Then number 2, I got Mahomes still, even though I know they just lost. He's still, honestly, the offense is starting to look a lot better these past 2 games. Um, and if he doesn't throw that pick six, I feel like they probably win that game, which of course that, is a ding on him, but that's not something that is going to happen frequently. And
Mhm.
then number 1 right now, it's the Bake Show. He's balling. He's playing lights out. him and all he has right now is a rookie wide receiver. His other running back was out last week, and they just still found a way to win. So again, goes back to how awful of a franchise the Browns are because bro literally they knew he was injured and they still kept putting him out there. Of course, he wanted to be out there too, and he didn't play that well in the year that he was injured. Oh wow, what a surprise. But you wanted to get off him to go sign Mr. Massage Parlor? It's crazy. But anyway, that's my list.
Okay, cool. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. 12, I had Jaden Daniels just because he just came back. So obviously, as the season progresses, he stays healthy. He's going to keep rising up. 11, like you, we both had Drake May. I think he's been having a pretty solid season. And because he was on national television for Sunday Night Football and beat an undefeated team, he definitely put the league on notice as well, too. 10, I had Daniel Jones, just the resurgence on his Sam Darnold shit. Very proud of him. He's been doing his thing. Um, 9, I gave him some shit, but Sam Darnold, man, Sam Darnold's been playing really, really well this year, and I thought he was gonna just fall straight on his face, but he's been doing his thing, so I had to give him some love. Aaron Rodgers left my list, and I put in Sam Darnold, and like I said, Jaden Daniels was on my list, so I put him in there. Um, At 7, I had Jalen Hurts. He dropped down a lot. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. His play just hasn't been as good. Number 6, I had Dak Prescott. Like I said, his defense is cooked. Have no run game. Their number one options out, and he's been playing great fucking football. Even though I fucking hate the Dallas Cowboys. At 5, I had Matthew Stafford. Like you said, that boy, as you get older, you start to deteriorate, but it looks like he hasn't missed a step. And it also makes you think, like, damn, what if you actually had consistency, structure from the beginning to the end of your career, like a Tom Brady, like a Josh, like a Drew Brees, and all these other quarterbacks? He was pretty much rotten in Detroit. Shit could have looked different, but he's been doing his thing, and like you said, one thing he gonna do is he gonna sling that football to his number one, number twos. He's gonna do it, and it doesn't really ever feel like he's force feeding them too, and the offense just looks like it flows. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, I had Patty. Uh, Number 3, I had Jared Goff. I know you had him ranked at 10, but obviously, you can only control what's in front of you. And I think, he's been doing great. And I think he's top 2 in touchdowns thrown. And I think he only threw one pick. So he's been playing lights out. That's the reason why they're the favorites right now, because I guess Vegas believes in him. And right now, until proven otherwise, I believe in him until the playoffs come. We'll see. Josh dropped from number 1 to number 2 for me, just because of that L, and I was kind of upset with that kind of forced pick that he threw, and then also with the miscommunication with that fumble and then in the L, and then number 1, like you said, the Bake Show. He's been playing great, lights out, and it also just shows you like hard work pays off, and being in the right system matters. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland left them out there to die. The Panthers didn't know what they were doing. And what really helped them was when Matthew Stafford got hurt, and then straight out of bed, he just plays and they win that game on national television when he was on the Rams. And then for the Buccaneers to believe in him, and had to fill some heavy shoes with the post Tom Brady era that they had. He's been playing great, and he's one of those guys where we just talked about we don't have no clear cut favorite, but there's nothing in my mind right now with how he's been playing. It's just like, yo, if y'all get healthy, y'all could be representing the NFC as well too. Because even last year when they lost, if he doesn't fumble that ball, they beat the Commanders. Who knows what happens? Because at that point, the Buccaneers had the Eagles number and Jalen Hurts number, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was my list for week 5 going into week 6. So that was that. So I was torn between Sam Darnold and Jordan Love, but like you said, I kind of put an asterisk just because of the bye week, and then like I just want to give Sam Darnold some flowers, and then I took Aaron Rodgers off as well too. I needed to give Jaden Daniels his love, and then Caleb. Eh, I took him off too.